very best. Switching gears, probably for the last time now that we're running up on 48 minutes. I really wanted to take a moment on this one and talk about um, the vaccine mandates for companies with greater than 100 people, because I haven't really approached this yet, man. This is one of those things that pissed me off so much. The consternation and the hate and the seething and the anxiety that this nation has gone through over, let's face it, almost the past 2 damn years now. This is the last thing it needed, but it is the next thing in the Communist Manifesto, so to speak. And really it's fascist, right? Like we're talking about real, no kidding fascism at this point, where the government is coming out through executive fiat, and now Nancy Pelosi's ridiculous mega bill, 2,465 pages of it. Buried on page 168 is a tenfold increase in fines for employers that willfully, repeatedly, or even seriously violates the section of labor law that deals with hazards, death, or serious physical harm. Now, why do I want to talk about this this late in the game? Is this a whole show? Maybe it is. But here's the first thing: is the Congress is very well. It was, it was not supposed to have any other powers other than the specific powers that were listed, and the clauses aren't powers; they were to describe the very specific ones that were obviously listed, mostly in Article 1, Section 8. So, with that being said, the idea that they have anything to do with the interior, right? Like they invented a Office of the Interior because it didn't exist in the original Constitution. And oh, by the way, they were only supposed to look outward. War, peace, negotiation, and foreign commerce was what those people in the Federalist Party mostly said that was what the Constitution put forth in terms of relinquishing power from the states, so that they had a unified outward-looking front. So the idea that you can have OSHA and all these other things run at the federal level it's just a bald-faced power grab on its face. Now, the fact that they are going to start to fine employers $700,000 for each fine, like, guess who that's going to affect, man? That's going to affect more and more small business. It's going to affect more and more people in the middle of America. It's going to affect poor people who can't get jobs from those people. It's going to absolutely demolish people. And if it hasn't done enough for demolishing the middle and lower class over the past 2 years, just the idea that now people are having to deal with this. I think this is it, man. Like, this is where I say we are officially at war. And I absolutely believe, America, if you don't realize it, you are officially at war with this. This government's at war with you. It is absolutely gotten rid of any tenet that was the Constitution. It thinks it can rule from DC. I mean, these people, it's just like the fucking Hunger Games. I mean, and you look at it, and you're sitting there trying to draw parallels, and the balls and the Met Gala and the baseball games and shit that they're doing right now, while people in this country are suffering, losing their jobs, losing their pensions, losing, like, you name it, losing everything that they ever worked for, because now they had to dip into retirement early. That's the state. This is centralization. This is what we don't need. For the life of me, when these people fuck up an economy the way they have fucked up an economy, and people who have built businesses and careers and everything else can't pay the mortgage or make rent because these guys messed it up, that's the plan. Like, no doubt that's the plan. To remove these people from owning anything, to remove the idea that you can own anything, and to make you dependent on government aid. Because if you're dependent on government aid, it means you're probably dependent on them for the basic necessities of life, right? Like shelter, food, and possibly, plumbing and heating and air, like those type of things. Now, let's say they say, "Hey, listen, we're not doing so well, guys. Like, this is a big drain on America, and now we can't afford to do this separately. So what we're going to do is make you guys, come to, I don't know, let's just say a camp, right? Summer camp, right? We're gonna house you, we're gonna feed you, we're gonna keep the lights on. It's easier for us to do it this way. If you don't think this is that and that step, and that's where America is at, you are sorely mistaken. You don't know a damn thing about history. And I'll tell you, like this is where I see it, and this is where I see, the ability for states and areas of the country to secede from this nation and have all the standing in the world to do it that way. I mean, this shit is not working, and DC is out of control.